Facebook. No real engagements there. So like, let me hop over to YouTube. I'm doing my weight vest cardio. Got my 50-pound vest on. And I just did a back and bicep workout. I decided to go ahead and do some biceps on the back today, even though they get their own day, because quite frankly, my biceps could use the work. But I did all the sets to failure today. I just did 6 sets at the end of biceps for all the back work. But they'll obviously get their own day on Saturday too. So again, let's just keep double downing on the back work. But a good workout. Felt like I got a lot done. You guys saw we're doing client vlogs again. And so, yeah, I'm going to stay super chill in these streams. Obviously, we're going to do current events. We're going to do fake natties. I'm just going to ignore nonsense and trolls, right? So we're just going to keep it fun, keep it positive, and ignore those people. But they're going to be free to post. Sirloin, good morning, Jesse. Good morning to you. This may not be a real long live because I don't want to do a ton of cardio right now. My carbs are really low and I do want to gain muscle. But just the metabolic benefits and the work capacity benefits, I want to get some done. Keeping in mind, I'm doing way more training than I used to. So I don't think there's really room for an hour of this every day. Just really isn't from a recovery end. But there are definitely metabolic benefits to doing some. There could be recomposition benefits to doing some, possible recovery. So yeah, we just want to stay in good shape. That's the idea, right? We use it to get into better shape because that's also what we need. So yeah, so right now we're going to keep gaining muscle, keep gaining strength, tighten up the body fat. A few weirdos for some reason thought I was giving up on a better physique. Not true. We're just going to keep pushing forward, do both. It's just that I've lost most of the fat I needed to lose. So now I can be regaining strength and muscle again, which is what we're seeing. The squat's been coming up and so on. But it doesn't mean we're not going to chip away at the body fat. It just means that we can gain a little more muscle now, which means things like the arms, the upper chest, and all that can come up. And keep tightening up that waistline. Evening, Pepper Pig, it's still morning for me. It's 11:12 a.m. But assume you're across the pond. So yeah, I've been sleeping in later lately than I used to. So this is still fairly early in my day, right? I've been waking up like 7, 8 o'clock. Sometimes, something in that range. Well, at least I get up a little earlier, turn the coffee pot on and go back to bed. Kazid, hi, how you doing, man? We're just getting our fasted cardio in the weight vest and just continuing to improve. So at this point, yeah, guys, I'm going to improve on everything. We're going to improve in strength. We're going to get leaner. Going to bring up muscle mass, including things like the arms. What's your sleep recovery schedule? I don't have an exact schedule because I make my own hours, right? I work from home. All my businesses are from home. It's all social media and coaching. So, I kind of make my own hours. It's whatever I really feel like. But these days, it's more of, depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. Sometimes I'm not really asleep till 11 or noon, or midnight, I mean. But so then I'm up around by 7 or 8. Have you ever had sleep paralysis? Yeah, I mean, I'm a survivor of childhood abuse. Obviously, I've had sleep paralysis. Um, and I know people don't believe this necessarily, but I do have an actual on paper PTSD diagnosis. So that's actually in my medical records. So yeah, I mean, I've had sleep paralysis. It happens. You talk to a therapist about it. Okay. What are some of the tips you want to give to the youngsters who want to do home workout? I don't know what tips to give them. I mean, follow a program, follow my channel. I have routines. I have the stuff on here. That's be my advice. Get on a structured program. Um, uh, right? That's the best thing they can do. So have a plan in place. But youngsters doesn't mean anything. I mean, how experienced are they? I mean, my advice to an advanced lifter is going to be very different from my advice to a novice lifter, even if they're both 22 years old and they're still a kid, you know? Yes, I consider 22 to be a kid, right? Okay. Uh, Revival Fitness, yeah, I totally mocked it, and I will mock it. He is an ignoramus for promoting it, and I made a whole video response to this thing with the clip already. I made a response live already. He is essentially a blithering idiot, and that's all there is to say about it. And he is causing significant amounts of self-harm with what he's doing with his diet, and he doesn't seem to grasp those facts. And it's funny because I literally have the same medical condition he does, so I understand. Um, like I have psoriasis. I've been telling you guys for 12, 13 years I have psoriasis. It's the original reason I had to start shaving my head. It's why I don't grow my beard out too long. Um, Favorite city you've ever visited can be anywhere in Texas. I don't know. Maybe Cardiff. Cardiff was really cool. In Wales. I just have to think of one off the top of my head. Yeah, so I mean, essentially, when I saw everything that Revival had to say about the carnivore diet, he revealed himself as just a complete ignoramus. I mean, the mere fact that I've told you guys the problem with trying to use butter, for example, I've literally made social media posts explaining butter is low in vitamins and minerals, and to get the RDA on anything but vitamin A, you would never be able to do it. So all these carnivore people claim it's from the vitamins, right? It's not. You would have to eat so much of it to even get to the RDA on like the vitamin E, D, and K that people claim is in it, that you would have the excessive diarrhea and poop it out before you even reach to the bare minimums of it, right? And that's exactly what he experienced. I started getting diarrhea from all the heavy cream and butter. It's like, yeah, obviously you did, because that's what happens when you try to eat excessive amounts of those things. Like, how did you not know this was going to happen? You knew about nutrition. Okay, no, I've never been to Asia. Bro's a unit, appreciate it. Any favorite movies? I know that's a tough question, but throw some out. I'm gonna go with The Big Lebowski. All right. Last week, I don't care what Japanese scientists did, but like, what? People that eat butter hate their body. Davino, I agree. Like butter is one of the worst garbage foods you could eat, and that's provably true. Like in terms of things that people buy as food today, because you can't use the margarine thing because it's illegal in the U.S. now, so I don't acknowledge that. There's no trans fat margarine anymore. Probably the two worst things that people eat and try to pass off as food would be butter and refined sugars. That's the top of the list. Like if you eat those things regularly, don't tell me you care about your health. Done. The taste of it's irrelevant because something tastes good does not make it healthy. And no, butter's not delicious. Like just eating a stick of butter, it's disgusting. I get why some people like it on bread, but anything that's salty and fatty produces that same effect. I mean, I've done whole videos on hyperpalatability. Okay. Uh, and so, of course, you combine salty and fatty together, that's going to create hyperpalatability. We know this. It's one of your three major taste buds. Anytime you combine the two together in large amounts, we create hyperpalatability. Okay. So, but hyperpalatability is not the basis of what is healthy, right? Because something's hyperpalatable doesn't mean that it's good for you. I'm not eating. My favorite probably maybe Chick-fil-A, I guess. They're pretty good. All right. While we're asking these sort of questions. All right. And for anyone asking me about gear stuff, I'm full natty now, bro. Full natty, bro. All right. Looking fit, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Okay. I'm probably not going to run this much longer. I don't need more than about 20 minutes of the cardio today. I got some stuff to get done. I want to get some food in. Had a really good workout. I do want to make sure that I gain muscle from it. But we also need to make sure we recomposition a little bit. So a little bit of fasted cardio every day is still a benefit there. That is anything under a gram a week. Come on, guys. How many miles? I don't measure distance. I measure time. Today I'm just shooting for 20 minutes. Joseph Clarence, hello again, sir. How you doing, Joseph? Yeah, this one's going to be a short live. We're not going to run it real long. I'm actually heading back around towards my street. I just wanted to get some of the cardio in before breakfast. Got to make my arms grow though, so I got to get some food in. So yeah, Joseph, let me know if you want to do that diet coaching thing, man. I want to get some people in there for that for sure. Do you tan? Well, I don't think I tan particularly well. I don't know. I don't really think about it a lot or try to tan. It's not really my list of priorities. Is olive oil worse than it? I don't understand your question, Pepper. Can you even get olive oil that's not extra virgin? I've never even seen it on the shelf. I don't know if that's even really a thing. Like all of it's extra virgin every time I look at the shelf. I don't really mess with oils like that though for the most part. Uh, Year looking, I've worn my knees down hard. I don't need surgery, but getting close to recommendations. That's strange. You shouldn't have worn your knees down. Uh, mhm. What's your take on walking outside versus treadmills in terms of having a health benefit? I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. Which one do you enjoy more? Which one's more convenient for you? I think that's a deciding factor. I mean, I suppose it's weather dependent too, on where you live and different factors. So I suppose that has to be taken into consideration in your individual situation, right? But outside of that, I don't think there's a direct answer, and I don't have a direct opinion. Treadmill is more convenient, but I enjoy walking outside. Well, man, so then, well, you can do both back and forth depending on what you need to do at the time. You know, there's no reason you can't do both, right? Like if it's more convenient, particularly for the weather, do your treadmill. And if the weather is nice and you want to just get out and walk outside, brother, I think that's the best approach. Uh, I had the weight vest called the Kinsu, and it was a max capacity 220. Wow, just imagine one walks it down. That would be a lot. I mean, the 50 is already interesting, you know? 50 is already interesting. Uh, just put the bar on your back at that point, right? It's at that point, just load up a safety squat bar and just go walk down the street with it. The Venus says, same view as mine, just curious. And yeah, I mean, stuff like that, we have to be just practical. Like, just, you got to be practical on it and then look at the situation. Okay. All right. Out in the corner to my street. How many miles do you walk? I don't know. I have no clue. I walk for time. I don't track steps nor miles. The day is just going to be just a little over 20 minutes, maybe 25 total. And I'm not doing large amounts of it right now. I don't know. It's probably in the 60s. Yeah, this is really overcast. It's slightly misty out here. So it's the cold front's over. We're back to normal Texas winter in this part of Texas. Uh, Again, I try to always remind that when people say, "What's the weather like in Texas?" I'm like, it's kind of big. It could be snowing in one area and be warm in another. You know, start going. You compare the area, it's 1,000 kilometers north of another area inside of the state of Texas. Hamas, okay, when I get up there, I'll go ahead and give you a hot one as soon as I get there. I got 50 rounds on me. All right. Just so that you are aware, I got plenty of spare mags on. So I hope you are there. I promise I won't pop on more than about 2 bags at you. I'm going to be nice. He's not going to be there though. All right. I'm down in San Antonio. It's foggy as hell, right? Only in Texas, right? I don't know why people think they can play like that here. Like, you can't just stalk people and show up at their house when they have known stalkers and police reports on it. You're going to get smoked so fast. I'm not even going to get in trouble for it. That's the hilarious part. But I mean, some people want to be a martyr for their cause, man. I mean, these people are serious about their crusade to take me down. So if a few of them want to be a martyr for the cause, I mean, so be it. All right, I'm coming up on my house. Where are you, dude? Oh, that's what I thought. All right. So what was your lifetime best bench? Irrelevant because I didn't film it. So we're just going to stick with 365 that I've done on camera for a 2-second pause. Okay. Treadmill, try to walk. All right, guys, I'm pretty much home. So we're done. I love all you guys and gals. I'm going to wind this down, and I'll talk to you next time.